In the last episode, we decided to take a break from elevator parts and built up this behemoth of a fuel station so we can get some drones up and running, which I'm still working on behind the scenes, so stay tuned for that. And I built up this kind of testing site in the swamp for the drones, just trying to figure out how I want to deliver fuel to each drone port while also limiting the amount that they pick up. So I think what I'll do there is just have each drone make 2 different stops. One stop for picking up cargo and another stop for refueling. Unfortunately, that would make all the drones take double the time. So I have a lot to figure out there. But today, we are finally getting back to business. We have massive amounts of cooling systems. So let's put them to use. So now that we have the cooling systems for the supercomputers that we're going to be doing, we need to next do radio control units, which I have a plan for. So if we pull this up, we're going to be doing the default recipe because right now it's easier for me because I have computers optimized, I have crystal oscillators optimized. Aluminum casing is where we will be struggling right now, but I just tore down my mini aluminum factory prematurely because we're gonna go ahead and just use these. Like I said in the intro, we're gonna repurpose them. I mean, technically we're not repurposing them because that's what they were originally for, but you guys know what I mean. So yeah, we're gonna do up a little aluminum factory right here, and then we saved this belt that was going all the way there, so this will be the output for casings, or maybe even just shipping all of the ingots down there. I don't know, but I've already done an aluminum episode, so I'm just gonna kind of snap this into existence. I hope that's all right with you guys. So I'm still waiting for all this to balance out, but it's just a basic aluminum farm. So I'm gonna be sending these aluminum ingots back down this belt, which is conveniently already placed from when we were packaging up nitrogen and sending it down that way. Yeah, that was a big shitstorm. But waiting for this to balance out to 540. We are almost there. Once we are there, we will go ahead and connect up these belts, get this show on the road. But let me show you guys around. Just a quick tour of this factory. So I had everything looking really good, but then I had to actually add in these pipes right here, which kind of look weird, but I overlooked the fact that I was trying to shove like 700 amount of fluid through these pipes. Like I had them merged. That's why I have some splitters right here, or some junctions. So I had to do a quick revision and divide up the alumina solution and just directly merge them into there. So all this should be running at 100%. It was boggling my mind for so long, but I figured it out. I was like, well, maybe I need a fluid buffer, and that's why this is here. I could actually take this down because we're not even going to do a fluid buffer. If needed, I can do one, but I don't think we're gonna need one. If we're running at like 98%, that's fine, but like I said, we're not doing an aluminum episode. This is assembly director system episode. So let's just get into the good stuff. So I'm trying to toss another water extractor down. I'm trying to snap it to that. Can someone tell me why it's snapping like that? It's like going under the water. Look at that. Why? What could it possibly be snapping to other than that? That makes no sense. Make it make sense. If I do this. Nope, that's under too. Oh, wait. Go like that. See, like for some reason out there, it doesn't float and you can't nudge it. That makes no goddamn sense. I just put it on the other side. Seemed like the easiest solution. And yeah, I know I have 3 water extractors on one pipeline, all overclocked. Actually, you know what? Yeah. So, actually, I might need to divide them up. Actually, I'm just gonna delete this one, and I'm gonna do a fluid buffer first. I think that'll be the easiest. All right. I think I got everything working. Obviously, it's gonna take a while for this to balance out, but I added a buffer. I was sick of only one of those running at like 80%. So we'll see how this goes. See if we start balancing out. In the meantime, I went ahead and connected that belt over there, and we're gonna go back and we are gonna start getting these turned into all clad casing, or no, aluminum casings, not all clad sheets. I think that's what we're doing. Yeah, aluminum casings. All clad casings, that's what we're doing. And I think I'm gonna make them down here, because I really wanted this to be... Man, these things get in the way, though. I wonder if there's like a mod to remove these. Because this is so much valuable space just wasted. So I'll try to do my best to work around it. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be one of my better looking factories. But we'll see. We'll see how I can fix it up. Maybe I can get some creativity in there. Okay, so for the copper ingots, we're going to be going with pure copper ingots. And we're going to have to get a copper node over here. I'm trying to think of how I should do this. I could check to see if maybe I can reroute or take off of this. I'm gonna go check to see if this is a pure node or what. Actually, yes, it is my pure node. So we're gonna need 270 copper ingots. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to split off. I'm gonna smart splitter the overflow over here, and I wanna see how much we get from that, just out of curiosity. So the overflow seems to balance out around the 160, 170 range, and we only need 108 ore, which is very, very ideal. So we're gonna roll with the overflow so we don't have to run another copper node. So that is sick. So we'll keep that going there for now. And then we need to bring it over here. So I'm hoping that I can get up a couple refineries here. Yeah, of course it clips. Of course it clips, that's fine. We're just gonna snap it right here. So we're doing pure aluminum ingots. I don't like that clipping. That clipping sucks. Damn, I was trying to rearrange, hoping that nothing would clip, but literally everything clips. So I'll just go back to the normal, like how I had it snapped up against this, and I'm gonna see what I can come up with. I need to bring this over this way though. So I guess we could just do default like that. Or curve, I should say. And actually, I can just go like that, straighten that out. Boom! Alright, cool. So, and then we can come down here and then straighten it out. What? Why you no straight? There we go. Nope. Taparoo. All right, now it's straight. Cool. So we got that belt. I need to go over and grab this belt. Somehow get it over these pipes. Nah, that'd be easy. Easy peasy. So we'll go like this. Make sure it's straight. Put it right up against this little pipe. Oh, we need to reverse it. Bring this down. Boom. So we're good there. We just need to connect that. We're not going to do anything with it yet until we have the refineries up. But I do want this to go this way and follow this. So we're going to bring this all the way down as far as we can. Actually, because we're going to be building this right next to the awesome sink. There. So we'll have the ingots coming that way, ingots coming this way. Or not ingots, but yeah, you know what I mean. Cool part about this is I only need one water extractor, which we could put out here and then bring the pipe up, and I might be able to do an underneath type situation. I kind of want to try that. So let's go ahead and do this. Actually, I need to bring it out because I want to do a junction. One water extractor is going to feed all 3 of these. I even have to underclock that water extractor. So yeah, it's working out pretty nicely. This is going to be super tricky to do, but I think I have a plan. I hope I have a plan. So I'm going to need one of these, and I need to line it up, and I'm just going to simply nudge it down. I should probably go over one, and then that should allow me to connect this to that. Dude, that's actually kind of sick having it come from the water. All right, so now hopefully, okay, this is that bug I was talking about, where you're in the building menu like that, and every time you try to get out of the water, it just pulls up that menu. It's so annoying. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this water extractor up. Will it snap? It snaps. That's amazing. Cool. And we'll have to, I don't know, we'll just keep it like out here. Doesn't really matter, so not too worried about it. Okay, so now we're gonna do horizontal to vertical, and I believe that will automatically connect. Yeah. Look how good that looks. Okay, cool. So we can replace this. Oh yeah, baby. That looks so good. And it's like out of the way and stuff. Go ahead and do that. And then this is actually gonna be clocked it to 60%. So we need to underclock to 60. And that will give me the perfect amount, because I think it only takes 24 water. So let's do pure. And then I have these overclocked to 240. So I'll need to fill those up. This to 240, 36, 24. Okay, so 24 water per thingamabobber. So copy, paste, paste. Oh, did I paste it? Paste. Okay, cool. So now we just need to get the copper ore in here, which will be even easier. Actually, I might have messed up. Yeah, I messed up. There's clipping. Frick! There we go. Problem solved. All right, this should be pretty simple. I'm just gonna put some mergers right here. No, splitters. And then we should be good with our copper ingots. I really wish I could delete this. I wish I could destroy it. Alrighty, got those all belted up. We're good to go. I haven't powered it or anything yet, so we're gonna go ahead and build up the assemblers for the all-clad casing. Another alternate recipe that is very helpful. So let me get all this set up.
Later.
This is what I have come up with. So my computers are right here. I went ahead and tossed in a couple sloops because I'm gonna be splitting this. So that is gonna come over to here, or that part comes here into a smart splitter. Any goes in there, any goes in there, and then overflow to the awesome sink. And then pretty much the same thing with the oscillators. I was able to squeeze a little smart splitter in right there and get crystal oscillators going. I might sloop this as well, I'm not sure. But anyway, it goes all the way over here into a new manufacturer, and then this belt right here goes underneath, goes right here, and then over here next to the raw quartz, which I will belt down here and then grab my all-clad aluminum casing from there and run it up like so. And then we should have radio control units running optimally-ish. We'll see, but I need to belt this. Belting complete. So I have these merging into one, going up this way, going up this way, and we go I can land. Goes up this way, and this way, and this way, and up. And I have it coming out right here, goes around this way. Oh, God. Then this way. And then finally up into here. So let's go ahead and get all this powered up. And hopefully we are good on radio control units. And then after that, we will start supercomputers, which will end up being right behind it. Because right here are my... Nope, right here are my adaptive control units. I will have to pump up the volume on my automated wiring. Volume successfully pumped up, and hopefully that gives us a good amount of supercomputers. And then supercomputers will go into assembly director units, which will be good. Yeah, we're right on track. Hell yeah. All right, so let me get all this powered up, get this show on the road, and we'll go from there. We have liftoff. Oh yeah, baby. Let's freaking go. All right, now I need to get back up there and power up the rest of the stuff up there. So actually, let me check something. All right, everything seems to be running pretty well. I don't see any hiccups or anything like that. I should probably route the overflow. I guess it doesn't really matter. Not too concerned with the aluminum factory over there halting. But looks like we're in good shape. So let's go up there, see what we got to do up there. Slooping the automated wiring seems to have worked wonderfully. I'll probably have to do overflow. The cables. I need to do something about the cables too. That's all right. All right, let's get this powered up and see what we need to do. So we're good there. So I think that's all we had to power, honestly. Now I didn't calculate this to be overclocked, so we're not going to worry about overclocking it yet. We're good. So we're going to go ahead and toss another one of these bad boys down. I'm going to try to line it up as best possible. Actually, I should go like this. I should go like that, because this is going to be supercomputer. So supercomputer. Oh no, wait, I need the alternate. Okay, so we don't need a manufacturer, we need an assembler. I was kind of getting scared for a second because I thought I was out, or like I thought I didn't have the alternate recipe, but that's okay. That is okay. And honestly, I think, hold on, I'm gonna fix this real quick because I need to save a little bit of space. So we're gonna go dimensional depot right up there, and then we're gonna go like shoe. I hate when it does that. It stop. It like at the last second it like turns the stupid lifts. Okay, so there we go. So we got a bunch there. I am going to put these in there. Cool. So now we can take from here and go directly into the whatchamacallit. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. And we already have 6 radio control units. So yeah, we are in good shape to make some supercomputers. Now, I think I want to go like this. That way it's a little easier to... Probably not the best orientation, but I think we'll be all right. And this, I want to bring right there. And we'll go ahead and get some power over here. And then we're going to change this to supercomputer cooling systems. I could have sworn it was freaking adaptive control units. Okay, that's fine. So we need to get the cooling units up here too. Hold please. There we go. So I went ahead and belted up all of the cooling units up here. They're nice and cooking. All right, so we should have an overabundance of cooling systems. It looks like we have an overabundance of those. So supercomputers are on the menu, folks. And now it's time for assembly director systems. So I really want to just automatically belt these in. So we're gonna have to do, I mean, it's pretty easy. I could just do a direct line all the way there. Because I want this to go directly into the elevator. Maybe not. You know what? What if I go under? What if I go under? Well, let's get this set up first, and then we'll decide. Boom. Easy. So all I did was bring this output underneath to feed into here. I just brought my adaptive unit controls over here, and now we are cooking. Hell yeah. We need 500 of them, though. That is insane. How long does this supercomputer take? 20 seconds. So for every one assembly. So, okay. I might be able to double up on these. Or even triple, quadruple up on the assembly director systems. Or I could just overclock. Man, that might be... Okay, let's see. Let's go like that. 32 seconds. I'm going to try this and see how that works. We'll adjust accordingly as we go. And I think what I'm going to do for... Oh, man, that's going to be tricky. Because I really want to do a direct line to the elevator. But I'm not sure if there's going to be like a viable path. I mean, I could just, yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. So, I'm not even going to do any conveyor floor holes. I don't really feel like it. So we're just going to do that. And then we'll just do a hole like this. I just didn't want to, have to like figure out all the dumb stuff. There. Problem solved there. All right. So we're going to bring this. Okay, we can go under. So let's try that. And then, so we're trying to get over there. So we could probably bring it over this way. Nope, nope, nope. So I know there's a lot of clipping down here, but I'm trying to refrain from clipping as much as possible, even though probably not going to be very viable, but that's okay. So we're just going to go like this. We're not even going to do a floor or a ceiling conveyor. Actually, that might be the way to go. Kind of looks better. So, all right, now we're on the ceiling, so we should be able to just go straight there. So let's do that. Go ahead and put one of those there. And this will be the output. Make sure it's going. So the way to check if you guys are new watching this, the way to check to see if these are working is just go into dismantle mode, and you can see right there, it says there is some assembly director units in there. So that means it is actually feeding into that. So easy way to check if all your stuff's working. Crap. All right, I'm gonna have to redo this. Just bring it, no, straight, please. Okay, there you go. We're actually gonna, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Yeah, we'll just bring it around like this. And then this, we will actually point this way instead. And then we're just gonna go around like, how is that? That's crazy. But it goes correctly that way. Okay, whatever. So put this right here. And where's my belt? Okay, it's right there. So I think it's gonna go down one if I'm not mistaken. No, it'll, okay. All right, cool. So let's go this way. And then, cool. So we can just, can I get it in there? No, I can't. So we're gonna go around this way. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the way. That. And then go from, what the heck? Here into there. Now we should start getting, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Ah, we're already at 9. Awesome. So we have successfully automated assembly director units. I think that's what they're called. Have I been? Systems, not units. So many names. I have no idea what the hell to call everything. So now that we have the assembly director systems, let's go see what milestones we can unlock, because I'm itching to start nuclear. I am kind of excited about that. So, dude, that's so easy. We could literally do this like right now. So we have supercomputers. All right, and we're gonna need to unlock that anyway. So let's go see how many supercomputers. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna buy them for now. Okay, so 50. Buy. That way I don't have to take from my supply.
Thank you for investing into our internal closed economy. Your contributions provide aid to many good fix-it causes.
No problem. Anytime. Okay, so now we just need heavy modular frames, which I believe we have all of that. Yes, we do. And then... oh, we need 200, so heavy... there we go. And then that should be good there. I'm just gonna put in everything I can. So cable, concrete, cable. I'm gonna grab it all, so I forget how many I need. Okay, and then, yeah, baby, unlocking nuclear.
Milestone reached. The nuclear power plant produces dangerous radioactive nuclear waste. Fix-It reminds you that any extra limbs resulting from exposure to radiation are also contracted to work on project assembly. Fix-It also reminds you that willful exposure to radiation will not result in any bonuses regardless of how many functional limbs it produces. Project part number 7, the magnetic field generator, should enter production as soon as possible. Any unnecessary delays will be noted.
Guys, I was muted for so long. So after Ada talked, I accidentally left my mic muted. So a lot of the times I'll mute my mic so that I, you know, if I sneeze or cough or something like that, it doesn't interrupt Ada's, you know, spiel. I forgot to unmute the freaking mic. So we're gonna recap everything that I've done in the past 30 minutes. First, we unlocked leading edge production and listened to Ada yet again.
The Miner Mark III provides top-of-the-line resource extraction potential, making it even easier to contribute to project assembly. Project part number 8, the thermal propulsion rocket, is the most complex project part of this phase as it requires turbo motors, and thus requires your best. Fix-It didn't think pioneers such as you could get this far. I am glad we have both proven them wrong.
Then I got irrationally giddy about Mark III miners. I looked up how many Mark II miners I had and calculated all the materials needed to replace them all. It was a lot. So I just bought them all in the awesome shop so I could use the new miners immediately. And of course I had to test it out. I may or may not have been freaking out about it mining 1200 per minute. So naturally, I had to go upgrade some of my Mark II miners because why not? I also unlocked the last milestone in this phase just to get it done and out of the way.
Milestone reached. Project part number 9, nuclear pasta, can be created in the particle accelerator. The accelerator has vast and fluctuating power demands, depending on the recipe, so will need careful integration with your factory. Fix-It does not waste, so nuclear waste can be refined by the particle accelerator into plutonium for reuse in the nuclear power plant. Fun fact: Fix-It psychologists suggest factory designs reflect the minds of their creators in unexpected ways. On an unrelated note, your infrastructural choices have been
Me. And then I realized I was muted. Me. From now on, I am not going to mute my mic during Ada. I'm just gonna bite my tongue or something. I don't know. But that's annoying because I was recording, I was talking, everything for like 30 minutes, man. There was so many clips that were muted, but it's okay. It is okay. And I just checked to see how much time I was recording while muted. It was 16 minutes. Holy crap, that's a lot of footage to lose out on, but it's okay. We learn and we move on. So looking at our next, dude, this is gonna be so easy. That's it? We could do that now. It's just an assembler with AI limiters and stators, and then I need to get another versatile framework up, and we're good. Yeah, I'm gonna whip this up right now, and then we're good on the second. I'm gonna whip them up right here. Right here, and then I'm gonna belt it right into here. Yeah, try to stop me. So I wonder if, I was gonna say, I wonder if there's, actually, where's my ma'am? I need my ma'am. Come here, ma'am. I don't have a ma'am. Let's put up another one. So I wonder if there's any alternate recipes for versatile framework. Versatile, flexible framework. We still need steel beams. So frame. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I wonder if there's any other recipes. Versatile framework. There's one other recipe, so let's go ahead and get a hard drive in here. See what we come up with, but for now, we're just gonna do it by default, the default recipe. So we're gonna do an assembler. Actually, we're gonna point it this way because I want this to be directly connected to that. So, and then what we're doing here is gonna do that. And then this needs AI limiters, which we can do with, it'd probably be easier to just do the default. Yeah, there's 20 and 5, so I'll have to get some copper over here, which is fine, because now we essentially got 180 additional copper from our peer nodes. So we can just split off, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna go check to see where this goes. I'm pretty sure it's like one of these. So I'm gonna go and check this, and hopefully, hold up. Dude, there's so many lifts. So many lifts. Do I have any copper that's just chilling? What is this? What's this copper? Okay, so that is right here. And that goes, all right, and that's up here. So let me try to figure this out. So 1, 2, 3. So it's this one right here, which goes all the way down to here. Oh yeah, baby. That's perfect. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and Mark 3 miner this. Let's pump up the volume. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. We have another one? Yeah, we're gonna do this one too. Oh yeah. All right, and now we should be getting a lot more. I mean, it kind of looks the same. I don't know. We're gonna roll with it though. I'm pretty sure I forgot to overclock these. This one looks like it's not doing shit. 1200, and then this one should go up to, dude. All right, now we're in business. Now we're in business. No longer looks the same. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. All right, and I want to go down here and look at my overflow and see how that looks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. The overflow is overflowing. Okay, we are definitely good. We are definitely good. So what we're gonna do is we are going to use this line, split it off up to here, get my copper ingot, or my copper sheets. So we're gonna need a smelter. Smelter. Put it right there. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get this whipped up, get some AI limiters going, and then we should be good for electromagnetic control rods. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have started over here, because I'm gonna need steel beams and I'm going to need steel pipes. And all of my steel stuff is over here. Yeah, right here. So, I'm not sure. What do you guys think I should do? Because we're definitely not going to be finishing this right now. So, but yeah, I'm kind of... Honestly, I might be able to use my stators from... Where is this? Where are my stators? That's an awesome sink. I think this is my stators. Nope. Stators here. And that's running at 80%, so we're not going to be able to do a whole lot with that. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could just do overflow. Because, yeah, this is... Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And then AI limiters, I should be able to do an overflow for that as well. Where are my AI limiters? I need to label this stuff, or at the very least color code everything. There we go. So these are idle. Those are running at 22%. So we have plenty of AI limiters, so we can also belt the overflow over to here. And there we go. We have it. We have electromagnetic, whatever you want to call them. So I think I'm going to go directly into this. So I need it to snap. That would be nice. Ah! Snap. I'm not sure why it's saying that it's not straight. That's weird. So for my AI limiters, I'm just gonna go ahead and toss a splitter right here. And then put that right back where it was. And now we have a belt for AI limiters. Just go ahead and bring this as far back as possible. Come on. There it is. I'm actually gonna go ahead and offset this. That way it lines up and it misses the elevator. So we'll go ahead and select electromagnetic rods, control rods, whatever you want to call them. And then we should be able to just toss a couple holes down right here. Put that in there, this there. Now we should have nice, neat areas to go to. Cool. So this will need to go here. Is that straight or is it? Okay, it is straight. I wasn't sure if that was level, but all right. Now I need stators. And coming over here, we're just gonna take the overflow off of this. Down here, figure out where we are. Dude, that could not have worked out any more perfect. Because now we're actually gonna point this away. And then we should be able to just directly connect it. Well, not directly, but you know what I mean. So this is where I need to be. So we're gonna go ahead and follow this down until it's blue. And then from there, I should probably do this. All right, and then this should connect the spaghetti. Go ahead and plug these holes back up. So we're good there. What else did we need for this? Versatile framework. So we're gonna have to do up some steel, or at the very least steal some steel. Versatile framework takes beams, I believe. Versatile beams and modular frames. I'm gonna go look for an alternate recipe for that. Dude, I actually have versatile frameworks going directly into an awesome sink. We don't even have to do any of this. So I'm actually gonna whip up a bunch more of these. Yeah, so we're gonna... I don't know what I want to do. Because as soon as yeah, whatever. We're gonna have that chest there for a sec. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna redo this. This is when I didn't really know about overflow. But we're gonna go ahead and put one of these bad boys down. Like that. We'll put it about midway through. And then we're gonna delete this. And we're gonna come over. Damn, that notification made me lag. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put these directly into here. And then we're gonna put a DD up top, like so. And then we're gonna go like that. Get those going into there. And then go ahead and place all of these in here. Actually take all. And then we'll put the rest of those there. There, now we have some on standby in our inventory, and then the overflow I would like to put into the awesome sink. So we're gonna put down one of these. So we'll just put it right there, I suppose. And then we'll put down a smart splitter, like so. And then we're gonna go that into there. That's gonna be overflow. And then we need to power this. Come hither, power pole. Put those there. Yeah, we weren't even doing anything with these. That's crazy. So we're gonna dedicate it to over there. We're literally about to do the second elevator part. This is crazy. Hell yeah, baby. Cool. And then for the other side of this, we are also going to do, actually, let's go overflow for that as well. Once we get it done, but we're gonna go ahead and place that there. And then we just need to get over here. I need to figure out where I'm going with it though. Aha! I found it. I'm gonna have to go a little bit clippy, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and take this. We'll plug the hole in a sec. And then, where was I coming from? Right here. I see light. Or maybe that's it. Nope. Is this? Okay. So now we need to get this over there somehow. Cool. Belt has been run. Now I need to go configure the smart splitter and we should be good. So we're gonna go any and then overflow. Yeah. So I think we're good. I guess let's go and try to power stuff up, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. So let's get a Mark III power pole down. Get them all connecty spaghetti. And I think that's it. Literally. Second space elevator part is good, but now I need to actually power them. So let's, where's the nearest pole? I need a power pole. We'll go through here. Wait. Oh, I thought it wasn't powered for a sec. All right. Actually, let's try to avoid clipping as much as possible, but no promises. All right, here we go. Look how fast that filled up. Well, probably because there's backup, but that's fine. Not sure why this is not going. Why you no go? Oh, it takes 30 seconds. Just want to make sure everything is good. All right, so now we should have a couple in there. Sick. This takes 5 though. We should already have a couple. Sure why there's not. All right, maintenance mode. I think it's my smart splitter. So this is overflow and this is any. So if these pop out, yep. So it's just this. So let me try to reconnect these. hopefully. Hopefully. Nope. Why is this not working? Oh, wait. No, that's right. Overflow and overflow. And this is any. Why you no work? All right, I'm gonna have to cheese this a little bit. Nothing too crazy. We're just gonna go direct. Sometimes, I don't know why, but sometimes, wait, why is that? Okay, whatever. It's working now. So we're good. Let's go back and check on that. 2 minutes. 2 freaking minutes. That should speed things up a decent amount. Hopefully 48 seconds. That's a little better. 2.5 per minute. Hell yeah, baby. Let's go. So that's 2 of the 4 elevator parts complete. Now that we have those done, I want to talk about the next episode. So the next episode is going to be a very, very big episode. Because essentially, I want to take all of this area and turn it into my nuclear power plant. So I'm going to be doing a lot of Satisfactory modeler there. And hopefully, we can do it as smoothly as possible. I'm going to try to get as many of the nodes, the uranium nodes in the area as possible. And we're going to use every single last bit of it. And we're probably going to end up going through a lot of tickets on top of using the materials that we are automating. I forgot that I already addressed the cable situation. I just put another thing right on top of it and it just merged them. That's actually pretty freaking hilarious because I forgot I did that. Yeah, we're cooking. We're up to 157 assembly director unit thingamabobs and some electromagnetic, whatever those are, magnetic fuel generators. So we're up to 12 of those. So hopefully by the next episode or the end of the next episode, we'll be full on those, and then we could just sync them and get way more tickets so that we can actually just buy stuff like supplement. Yeah, we're already up to 21 coupons since I cashed out, so I'm gonna put those back. We're up to 93 already, so we are good to go there. But the factory is growing. I would describe this as beautifully disastrous. Because, yeah, it looks like it's pretty neat and organized, but it absolutely is not. It's crazy how many of these machines are connected to machines over here, and, like, these right here connected to over there, and, like, it's a spaghetti. So I did what any logical person does, and I just swept all the dirt under the rug. And that is what this is down here. This is the dirt under the rug. But that's all right. I have been learning the game pretty well, so I'm excited for 1.2 to come out. If you guys didn't catch that in previous episodes, once 1.2 releases, I will be starting over. I will be doing a season 2 of Satisfactory. There's just so much that I want to do differently and neater, and basically go into a fresh save with all the knowledge that I have now. I think we'll be able to basically speed up everything and get to a point where it matches up with where we are right now. So, but I think that is going to do it for this episode. In the next episode, we are going to start a nuclear power plant. I am so freaking stoked for nuclear power. Now, I already know that the waste is going to be a shit show, and that is severely understating it. I already know this. I'm going to do as much research as possible and try to streamline it and make it as smooth as possible, but no promises. I will make a lot of mistakes, so fair warning to everybody right now. But yeah, that is going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to like and subscribe. It helps the channel way more than you know. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I have a link for that down in the description, as well as a link to Discord if you feel like joining that. I also stream on Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on this channel, with the last Sunday of every month being my day off. So 3 Sundays a month. So if you're on YouTube at that time and day, feel free to stop in and say what up. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. It really means the world to me, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.